Hi everyone, delonewolf here, and welcome back to sisi, the test server for EVE Online, where I'm taking a first look at some of the exploration changes that CCP is introducing and is working on, and it's pretty damn good. I must say, explorers rejoice about this because this should help us quite a lot with our efficiency. And so after doing a little bit of searching, I finally found a cosmic signature to scan, and so I can go ahead and try to grab it, and after that, if all goes well, this should actually last us through jumps and through docking. So that is of course the major change here. So let's get started and let's try to find this signature. I suspect it's a wormhole, having found absolutely nothing else across like a dozen jumps so far. The most likely thing is that we'll end up with a wormhole here, so let's take a look. That is okay. Let's see if I'm on the right track here, or if it's actually closer to one of these planets at the center. No, it's way out there, and it's actually a data site. Oh dear god, don't tell me that you're giving me one of those almost impossible to pin down caches. That would be pretty bad. No, it's a regular data site, so I'll be able to actually grab this one. Let's press analyze here again. And there we go, LDB534, a local Serpentis data site, which is now fully scanned. And the biggest change should be that this should now persist through jumps and through docking. Now, if you want to play it safe, which is something that when I was doing some longer exploration sessions I would do as well, you can of course save these locations so that you know what these IDs are, and that you can skip them if you come back into the system later. But CCP has also helped us with that. So if I right click on this one and then press save location, that's what I used to do, then I would have to press LDB534 myself. But now here at the front of the name, automatically you get LDB534 local Serpentis, a shattered life support unit. And so this is how these locations will now be saved automatically. So if I save this now, I'm pretty safe. Next time I come into the system and I see LDB534, I know exactly what it is. Funnily enough, it's probably not that handy, but it's cool of course. It also works with the anomalies inside the system. So this is a really nice little change, of course, that you can now save these locations, and the first part of the name will always be the idea of the signature that you have scanned. Very handy. So let's start with the docking maybe. That way we're staying within the system. We'll head out to the FedMart retail, and this is what used to be rather frustrating, especially if I was doing these longer sessions and I had a bit of good loot. I didn't feel like continuing my exploration with a couple 100 million in the cargo hold. Whenever I docked, of course, I reset everything that I had scanned in the system where I would dock, and that should be fixed now. So let's see if it is indeed fixed, as we will try to dock in the FedMart retail center.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Thank you, Aura. Here we go. So obviously the probe scanner window is gone. The agency pops up and I am docked. Session timer is over. Let's undock again, and then let's see what happens next. Obviously this was how you used to do it. LDB is still showing up in your signature, but there we go, undocking, and I could still warp right to that data site. That information remained, which from a lore perspective is rather crazy. We have these powerful ships at our disposal. I'm sure that there's some sort of computer on board that could store away this information even through a jump or a dock. And now we finally fixed that bug in the capsuleer ships. So let's test the other aspect out as well, which is to go to another system and then come back. we should also retain this information now. So let's see if it works. So on the docking, it's already a nice change, but this is actually the big and the important one. That is that we should also keep this information after jumping. So I think I can go Yona, Wissalan, and then come back. That would mean that you could do a tour, right? You could have a tour around systems that you enjoy exploring, grab everything there, and then actually, so next up, yeah, Wissalan is actually pretty nearby. Let's do that one. And then you could still keep all of the signatures that you've already done, and you would immediately see straight from your probe scanner window which ones are the new ones that you would need to scan. And this here, it's a handy little tool, but if this works at 100%, then this is only a failsafe that you still might want to use in case of you disconnecting from the game or something like that. But that would be a pretty major change, and you could, for instance, completely forgo this if your connection is pretty stable. Here we have 3 small combat anomalies, and then we go back into, was it Aporuli? I think so. Oh, I can, well, if you're not certain, you can always set destination this way. Yep, it's exactly in Aporuli. Alright, so good thing that I actually tested out setting the bookmarks as well, because me and names, they don't go all too well together. But here is the final test. If I go into Aporuli, will I find a 100% data site available to me to warp to? And that would be a really, really big difference. You can imagine that if in the meantime something else spawned out, or if you scan down 5 signatures, 4 wormholes, and something like a data site, but you're interested in combat sites, you would come in the system. There it is, LDB 534, ready to warp. Right to it, very, very nice. And of course a new signature would be visible, because that would be the only one that has not been completely scanned by you. So awesome change that is currently available on sisi. I'll try to probably do a little bit more testing, see if it works well on everything, but so far, as you can see right here, working as intended, and absolutely a great improvement for explorers in EVE Online. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.